Hello everybody, I actually am going to shoot, counting this video, 2 videos total. This is something out of Ohio, both of them, and the one article, the first one I'm going to do here on this video, is from Cincinnati.com. I saw this last night and emailed myself a copy of it because I was going to talk about it today because I was already in my pajamas. I'm too tired to think coherently. Well, anyway, I've got an article, and both of these are about death row. You know, since the other night I was talking about police, now I'm going to talk about people on death row. I am for the death penalty if the person really, honest to God, you know, did it, and they can prove that you did it, and, you know, it's just, some of these people, you know, not to sound cruel, but, you know, if they murdered people, or they seriously hurt people, they, you know, putting them to sleep by lethal injection, is like putting an old sick dog to sleep. You know, I mean, I live in Kentucky, in case some of you don't know. In Kentucky, we let them ride the lightning, you know, or I think I know we used to let them ride the lightning. I can't remember now if we do the lethal injection too, but back in the day, they used to let your butt ride the lightning if you did it, okay? So I very strongly believe that, you know, if they're that much of a whiny butt, just send them to Kentucky and we'll let them ride the lightning down here. You know, no problem. But anyway, this first article's from Cincinnati.com, and it's written by Andrew Welsh Huggins, and it's called Death Row Inmate Allergic. It says, and I'm going to read the article verbatim, so just, you want to say that here at the beginning. Here's what the article says. It says, in Columbus, a condemned Ohio inmate is using an unusual legal maneuver by asking what effect his allergy to anesthesia could have on the state's plans to execute him next week. And this was dated, well, yesterday on the 14th. And it says, lawyers for Darrell Durr said they uncovered evidence of Durr's allergy in his 800-page prison medical record and have asked for a review to see what impact, if any, the allergy could possibly have. Durr's attorney, Kathleen McGarry, says a violent reaction to the powerful anesthetic Ohio uses for the death penalty could deny Durr the quick and painless execution he's guaranteed by the Ohio Constitution. U.S. District Judge Gregory Frost has allowed an expert to review Durr's medical records over the objection of the state. My opinion is, you know what? Whatever the bastard got convicted of doing, you know, if it's going to be that big of a honking deal, like I said before, send the bastard to Kentucky and we'll fry him for you. You know, as new meaning the Kentucky Fried Inmate. You know, seriously, let that bastard ride the lightning. You know, I mean, not to be cruel or anything, but, you know, I believe that if you got the death penalty, suck it up and deal with it. I mean, whatever it was that you were convicted of, unless you can prove different, you know, you deserve to pay for your crimes. I mean, it's one of those things. And, you know, I know some people will be like, you know, yeah, thou shalt not kill, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? That person should have thought of that when they committed the crime. You know, that they were tried and convicted by a jury of their peers. And the jury of their peers said, you know, hey, listen, this person needs to pay the ultimate price for being such a jerk and, you know, doing whatever he or she did. You know, to merit their butts landing there. I mean, get real. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. But anyway, I just wanted to read that article, share it with you guys. I know there'll be a few people say some nasty things, but really, I don't care. I mean, this is just my opinion. But anyway, I want to pause here because I want to do another video on something else related. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and keep an eye out for my next video. Bye.